Welcome, Machinist Union members and our allies in the labor movement. This is your weekly 141 report, and I'm your host, Dave Lehive, a communications representative for District Lodge 141. Our conversation topic this week is about the GSAP safety program at American Airlines. We'll be talking with association safety representatives from District 141 Safety Coordinator Dennis Spencer and TWU Local 568 Safety Representative Mitch Lieberman. They have important information to share with the membership as they brief us on issues that members are having with the GSAP program. All of this and more as our 141 report starts now. Welcome, brothers, to the 141 report. Good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, Dave, how you doing? It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
Good morning, brother Dave. How are you today?
Mitch, it's great to see you. I'm glad you made it on today.
Yeah,
So Dennis, you've been on the 141 report before, so please briefly introduce yourself and what you do for the Machinist Union.
My name is Dennis Spencer. I'm District 141 Safety Coordinator. I'm based out of Philadelphia. I am also the alternate for the ERC team that represents GSAP for the IAM.
Great, Dennis. Now, Mitch, I appreciate you taking the time on this important report. Can you begin by telling our viewers about yourself and when you got started in the airlines and your history as a union representative and the positions that you've held?
Well, I'll kind of keep it brief, Dave. I started with American Airlines in 1987 in San Diego. And I started my career as a shop steward in 89 through 95. And in 96, I transferred down to Miami, where I also became active with the union from 1998 to 2003. In 2003, I was elected as the executive board for 3 terms at that point. And then I also served as 2 terms as the secretary treasurer for Local 568. And again, another term as executive board. And then I was moved up to recording secretary for Local 568. Currently, I am the primary ERC representative for the TWU for the GSAP program.
Wow, that's some detailed history you have there. You know, I started out in Newark. I transferred to San Diego for a little while when I was out there in the early 90s. So you and I might have been right around crossing paths at that time frame.
Sure could have been.
Yeah, I was with US Air at that time. So
yes, one of our guys around. Do you remember a guy named Paul James?
Yeah, I think that name sound familiar. Yeah,
Jamaican kid. Yeah, very good kid. Very good guy.
All right, so brothers, we're on this 141 report to talk about GSAP. So can you guys briefly explain the program to our viewers that may not be from American Airlines?
So Dave, the GSAP program, it stands for Ground Safety Action Program. It is a self-disclosure program in which a member can self-disclose an incident that happens before there's any discipline or punitive action.
Okay, all right. So Dennis, I was contacted by you a few weeks ago, and you were asking maybe to do a report on the 141 report. It seems our members seem to be having some difficulty with the GSAP program. It's fairly new. Our members are kind of still trying to figure out how to use the websites and stuff as far as being able to get in and file reports. So can you kind of give us an explanation of what's going on and what you and Mitch are doing to try to correct this?
Yeah, and Mitch can jump in here with me, but yeah, basically you said it right perfectly that our members are going in. We have different ways of getting into what we call the WBAT, where you actually file a GSAP submission. And our members are having a problem working their way and navigating through JetNet and other various links that the company has provided. So today we would like to provide different ways, different access to the WBAT so our members can submit a report.
So Dennis, how does all this work?
Okay, so Dave, since we've had our members having problems navigating through the JetNet and the other links provided, I put a link on unionsafe141.org. This is the machinist site that the district uses to report equipment tracking and injury tracking. And looking at the screen right now, you can see that you are on the main page of Union Safe 141. So on this page, there are multiple ways on how to report a GSAP. You can click on the GSAP signs. You can click on AA GSAP, which will take you to the AA GSAP page. You can file a GSAP by clicking the Here button down at the bottom right. So I'm going to click on the AA button, and it'll take you to the AA GSAP page. Now you can go to this page directly instead of going straight to the home page by going to the unionsafe141.org/GSAP. This is just for AA GSAP only. United has their own reporting system. So just as a reminder, this is just for AA members. Okay, in the top, you will see what is GSAP. This will scroll through the mouse and it explains a little bit about the program. As you scroll down, and I want to touch on some things before we actually get into the WBAT portion of the submission. Important, this number here, this is an 800 number in case you do not have internet. What we are seeing is some of our cargo members are not in the system yet, and they can go to this number and file on the phone. You leave a detailed report, and you will get a call back from the analyst, and they will get you implemented into the system.
Okay.
Also, scrolling down, meet the advocates in your station. On from left to right, you see that the ERC members, it explains who everybody is. There was a change at the program manager up here, but it hasn't been changed yet. And you can see that Mitch Lieberman right here, who's on the video today, is our primary. Tony D'Alosio is the primary for the IAM. And you have going down everybody and what their positions are. Also, in each station, you have a station GSAP advocate. All the advocates are listed, IAM and TWU. So all the association advocates are listed on this page. Okay, so Dave, to file a GSAT report, it's pretty simple. All you do is you click on the blue airplane here, and it'll take you to the WBAT third-party website, which is now on the screen.
Okay.
When you get to this page, you sign in with your JetNet credentials. After you sign in with your JetNet credentials, you will enter a third-party website. It is third-party, it's confidential. This is not JetNet that you just signed into, okay? And when you get to your homepage, this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see three buttons, three reporting buttons, okay? You have one for the control center and station ops, okay? This is because the attributes in this WBAT submission is different than what we have down here with ramp, catering, and cargo. That's why there's two separate buttons. And Mitch is going to discuss the employee and safety health concern report.
The third button on the right of your screen as you're looking at it is the employee safety and health concern button. To file a health safety and health concern report, you'll click on that plus button and you'll fill in the information just as you would as you were filing a regular GSAP. Though when you do submit under the employee health and safety concern, your information as far as your name and your station will appear as it's sent out.
One thing I'd like to add about the safety and health concern, myself and Bill Ainsworth go over every safety and health submission with corporate safety and union reps from that station. We do not close any reports until everything is fixed or there's a solution provided that we feel suitable enough to close the report.
Okay, all right. So, Brother Mitch, what's the difference for the TWU members that want to get into the GSAP page? Is it pretty much the same way, or could you familiarize our viewers so that they kind of understand what steps they got to do if they're coming in through the TWU websites?
I sure will, Dave. Right now, most of your locals will have a link, whether it's under members resources or links. Under the TWU Local 568, it's under members resources, and you do not need to have a sign-in to reach this. So we'll scroll down.
So Mitch, if I was an IAM member at a TWU station, I could actually go to the TWU website and use this resource page, correct?
Absolutely,
Well,
absolutely,
that's great.
Dave.
That's really useful.
Right, so if you want to go ahead and click on the, and this will be the same as District 141's, is you'll click the GSAP emblem, which will also take you back
Get you
to
to the front door and then
the
you log in
original
there.
sign-in.
Oh,
Correct.
awesome. Okay.
So right now, all our other TWU locals are actually initiating this link onto their web pages, 502, 501, 512, Chicago, Dallas. So
Okay.
that way it'll be more accessible to all the members, including the IAM.
So brothers, so what's the ultimate goal of the GSAP program at American Airlines? Go
Dave,
ahead.
we believe that the GSAP program was implemented to eliminate injuries and damages before they happen. The GSAP program is not a get out of jail free card. Okay. We don't want our members just filing GSAPs because an incident or injury happened. We want them to file before so we can gather information as an ERC board, analyze it, the data, and bring it back and try to prevent an injury or accident before it happened.
So we've never had a type of program like this before. The FAA sits in on these GSAP reports. It's a third party. We're very fortunate. We're union members and we have this program available to us. I mean, the only other carrier that has a full GSAP program currently, I believe, is just United. Correct, Dennis?
Yes, and Dave, I'm glad you touched on that. I want to thank Eric Stenberg and Bill Sallow, Brian Liftner for all their help. Me and Tony DeLucio went down there in 2008 to Chicago. We sat in on some of their ERC board meetings. We've been trying to get this in US Airways, now Americans, since then. So great help from those three gentlemen and supplying information and help us through this whole process.
Hey, Mitch, is this the only GSAP program that that the TWU is currently on? I mean, the IAM only has one other carrier. So, you know, they were the ones that kind of got the door open for labor unions to get this type of program together, correct?
Yes, there is, Dave. We actually have, for TWU, we definitely have, we have what, 3, 4. We have CLP, Central Load Planning, which is covered under the TDAR contracts, the association contract. We have Tech Ops, which is also the association contract. And there's one more, Den. Which one is it? Planners.
Planners, okay. All right. And this is the first time they've ever been involved in this type of program, huh?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Oh, that's great. I mean, it's a very beneficial plan. I've seen it running over at United for quite some time, and it really seems to be working well.
Tech Ops
Okay.
actually at American has been about 10 years now.
Okay. All right. Great, great, great. So, brothers, before we close this informative segment out, because we are kind of running out of time, is there anything we might have missed that you think we should discuss to let our viewers know before we finish the report?
Well, the ERC board meets every week, okay? And I just want to point out that the association between the IAM, the TWU, and the FAA, we have been working extremely hard, and we've been almost like a family here. So we're getting it together. It started out slow. We're starting to pick it up, and everything's working pretty good right now. So we should be seeing better results out of this program sooner.
Well, yeah, like Dennis stated, we are becoming a very close-knit group between Tony DeLocio, myself, Dennis, and my co-part Eric Birch up in Chicago. And we are starting to move through the events quite a bit faster now.
Oh, that's really good news, brothers.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both for coming on today. And I'm glad we were able to show our members the importance of this GSAP program. You both are doing a great work for the association and the membership. Keep working hard to keep them safe. I do appreciate all the work you guys are doing.
Dave, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day to host Dennis and myself in the GSAP program.
Okay.
Dave, you do a heck of a job, and as always, I appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's good seeing you both, brothers. All right.
Take care,
Be
brother.
safe. All right. Be
Okay.
safe. This wraps up this week's 141 report. We'll see you all next week. Bye for now.